Hello everyone. First off, I just want to say thank you for the continued support I've been getting for the past few years. I'm currently at 4.2k subs and growing. Already almost at 4.3k subs. It's actually pretty crazy how fast I'm starting to grow again. At some point I did have a big boost of growth and then it just kind of slowed down, but that's because that's on my part. You want to make your videos engaging, and you don't want to stop making your videos engaging and good. And that's the thing I'll get into here in a little bit. I'll give some advice for upcoming content creators, because I've been at this for 4 years now. This year coming up will be 4 years. I've learned a lot throughout the year when it comes to content creation and just what you need in order to be successful. I'm not quite there yet at the successful part, but I'll get there. So one goal I want to have by the end of 2025 is to obtain, I know this sounds crazy, but I want to try to get 10k subs by the end of 2025. I know I can push myself to do it. Like I said, I've learned a lot when it comes to content creation and just what it takes to make a good video. So I think I can do that. I'm gonna make my videos more engaging. I'm actually gonna put more effort into my videos, and that'll just help me grow so much more, because no one wants to just watch a video with old voiceover and boring gameplay. You have to make your videos engaging. And so some advice I would give for upcoming content creators, if you're like under 1k subs and you're trying to get that 1k, well, YouTube reduced it now to get affiliate, but if you're trying to get affiliate on YouTube, my one piece of advice is definitely to be consistent, because
You blew it.
consistency is pretty key. You want to upload frequently so that way the algorithm, I know it sucks, you have to get put into the algorithm, which is some robotic program that dictates whether your video does good or not. But another piece of advice is to learn some basic editing, like not even advanced stuff, just basic stuff like zoom ins, zoom outs. And a lot of programs nowadays have built-in transitions, so you can use those for transitions in between cuts or clips. Really, that's all you need. You don't have to do all those manual zoom in edits and fancy transitions. You just gotta make it basic enough to keep the viewer engaged. Another piece of advice is to not go willy-nilly on like a whole bunch of different games. You want to find a niche. Like, I know I just said I don't want to, try and scatter myself over a whole bunch of different games, but my niche is fighting games, and they're a whole genre. So what I like to do is cover a whole bunch of different games that I'm interested in. And I really don't go out of my way to like try and learn a fighting game or whatever just to appease my audience and try to get views for that fighting game, because I'm not interested in that game, so I'm not gonna make content for it. So find a game or a few games in that same genre or niche and just make content out of those games. Make interesting, and if you're like really knowledgeable when it comes to games, that will help you grow even more. That's what made me grow a lot, is because I've played fighting games for 16 years now. This will be 16 years. I started when I was like 13, 14 playing Street Fighter 4. I had a buddy I went to high school with, and he thought Street Fighter was really sick, so he got Street Fighter 4. I hung out with him a lot. We went to the same high school, so I'd stay the night and we'd play Street Fighter 4. And yeah, he got me into fighting games pretty much. I played them all my life, but competitively and just learning them, that friend got me into fighting games heavily. I started getting into the FGC, watching tournament footage, and just learning all the intricacies about fighting games like frame data and all that BS, the good stuff. So now 16, well, I want to say 13, 14 years later, I started YouTube, and I use that knowledge to help educate and make people like improve, but not even improve, like get into fighting games. If you're good at fighting games and you're well versed with your words and you can just talk really well and teach really well, you will soar on YouTube, I promise you. Good teaching, your educational and informative. You make your videos engaging with decent editing. You don't want to go too crazy on the editing, but you know, some zoom in, zoom outs, cuts, transitions, and just being consistent. Those are the 3 big tips I can use or say to give to upcoming and smaller content creators. So that's kind of my goal. Oh, I also kind of want to stream a little more too. I'm not a big streamer. I don't know. It's just hard to be consistent with it for me, even though like last month or 2 months ago I streamed pretty much all month. I streamed for like 3 weeks, which was crazy. I got burnt out. But what I need to do is make a schedule. That's another thing. If you're wanting to stream, don't burn yourself out. Set a schedule. Maybe stream only 2 or 3 days out of the week. And then as you get more comfortable, you can just keep adding in more days or more hours. You know, you can stream the same amount of days, but increase the hours. So first time, you know, stream maybe like 3 hours. And then once you get used to it, like maybe a month later, you can increase that to like 5 hours or 6 hours, because streaming stamina is a thing. I promise you. Talking a lot, focusing on your game takes a lot of mental energy out of you. I promise you. If you're not you know, if you don't think content creation is hard, it is. Trust me. It's not easy. It's a lot of work. You gotta go back and, you know, you gotta record your voice. You gotta gather the footage you need, and that can be really annoying. And yeah, it's too much work. Not too much, but a lot. It's bearable. Just go for it if you enjoy content creation, especially if you love video games. Just go for it. Just start. If you're shy of talking in front of a camera, get over it. I'm sorry, but yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Those are my goals and some tips for you upcoming smaller content creators. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see more of you this year. Take care, and thank you for watching.